Right, students. Let's move ahead and try to find out some other methods of sampling. Simple random sampling we did in the previous class. Now we move into the restricted random sampling, students. Restricted random sampling, under it comes under various variants, of which the first variant which we are going to take in today's class is stratified sampling. Now, what do you mean by stratified? It is, the word stratified is derived from the word strata, and a strata basically means a segment or a section as such, right? Which is different from the other strata. So we are classifying various groups and terming it as strata. Clear? So let's say, for example, there is a city wherein there are around 500 households, right? And the mayor of the city is looking into finding out the average monthly earnings of the households. So there is one option. If he has to take let's say, for example, a sample of 100 households, because he will not take 500, otherwise 500 is census. If he has to take a sample of 100, what he can do, he can go into simple random, take a lottery of all 500, and whatever 100 comes, he can come across with the average income for the city, like we discussed in the previous video. But that can be erroneous and with errors. Why, students? The reason being, you know it that in Indian society and Indian structure, you find out that there are people who come from different background, economic background as well as social background. But economic background makes it different from rich, the middle class, or the ones which are from the poor segment of the society, the lower class, if I have to say so. So we have to see that all of them are represented in our sample. So what we'll do, we'll create three stratas or segments based on these three economic sections of society: rich, poor, and the middle class. So I'll take the middle class as this one, and poor segment is represented as the third one. Clear? I hope all of you can see the third one also. Now, what I do is I try to find out of 500 from the income available. Let's find out that in totality, there are around only 50 exclusively rich people. There are around 200 exclusively middle class people, and the maximum from the city are from the poor community, 250 of the number. So don't you think, students, we should take a sample wherein 100 people are to be taken or 100 households are to be taken? The majority of representation should be from poor segment, lesser of middle class, and the lowest should be from the rich section. Clear? So if I take it accordingly, what I find out that 50%, because the total of this is 500, right? Total is 500. 50% of them are poor. So if I have to take a sample of 100, I am taking 50%. That means out of 100, 50 households will be representing the poor one. Around 40% are from the middle class, and let's say, for example, remaining 10 are from the rich society, because that represents only 10%. So I'm taking 10% of 100, only 10 member representing it. Am I clear with? Now, that is what stratified sampling is all about. Having taken the sample, we can find out the average income and come across that this city's income is this much. Remember, in this, now we are free which 10 we can pick it up, which 40 we can pick it up, which 50 we can pick it up. It's not hard and fast that out of 250 we will pick up specifically this category of poor person. We have to pick 50. Out of 250, any 50 can be picked. Out of 200, any 40 can be picked. That is stratified sampling. So here it is restricted, creating strata. Thereafter it becomes random, picking the number of people from each group, 10, 40 or 50. It is completely your choice. Randomly you can pick. Clear? Advantages: it represents much better the income of the society. Check it out, right? Rather than taking lottery. The size of the strata is little bit difficult to analyze. We have taken 100, maybe 150 would have been better. and maybe representation could have been different, but I think to the best of our ability, that is what we have done. But at times, the size determination of the strata can be an issue. Understood?